And I'm not going to go through every plot point of this movie, but I have to bring up one thing that really bothered me. So at some point, it is revealed that the Rabbit's Foot, the MacGuffin from the third movie, was actually the entity in its infancy. And they were all like, "This is your fault, Ethan. You stole the entity from Damien. You started all of this." And I was like, but he got it back. They're all like, "You shouldn't have sold that thing to Damien," but like, he got it back at the end of the movie. That's how the movie ends. Did Christopher McQuarrie forget the ending of every Mission Impossible movie where he saves the day and gets the thing back? Not sure why they decided to include this, but it was just one of many additions from older movies that this flick just didn't need. This isn't even usually that kind of franchise. And I'm kind of surprised that this film decided to do this so much in a time where audiences have pretty much collectively decided that they don't really like that shit no more. Not a perfect ending, but the stunts were still magnificent. And at the end of the day, it's a fun popcorn movie that just lasts entirely too long. All right, next up on the list, number 6, Mission Part 1. This one was a strange experience for me. Like I mentioned, I wasn't a huge fan of the final Dead Reckoning, and I do feel like this one is better. The McQuarrie movies have always been put together in this haphazard, let's plan the action and work our way backwards when it comes to the story kind of way. And it's worked out for them pretty well, at least, with the end product. But these two films are the first time it felt like they literally just hastily threw everything together. The tone is inconsistent, the villain is not very interesting, and the plot is so very convoluted to be so very simple. If Dead Reckoning and Final Reckoning was just like called Reckoning or something, and it was a 3-hour movie instead of two 170-minute movies, I think it would have been a lot more satisfying than the end product that we got. But hey, still not as bad as Mission Impossible 2.